Hello, and welcome to the 50th episode of Cooking Corner with me, Giuseppe CrimiVaroli. It's a pleasure to have you here on this momentous occasion. Episode of Cooking Corner with me, Giuseppe CrimiVaroli. The 50th episode was filmed in front of a captive studio audience. Anyway, back to the show. Today for you, we're making my brother Attilio's famous loaded potato soup. In terms of ingredients for this potato soup, you're going to need the following. You're going to need some chicken broth. You're going to need a single carrot. You're going to need celery seed, salt, and pepper. You're gonna need Mexican blend cheese. You're gonna need some bacon strips. You're gonna need some potatoes. You're gonna need parsley flakes, milk, and of course, flour. Now it's time to go over the hardware. And for the hardware, a hard hat. Now, what you're gonna need is a large grater, a sharp knife, 2 measuring spoons, 1 tablespoon, 1 teaspoon, a vegetable peeler, a strainer, a large measuring cup, a ladle, a pot to make your soup in, a pan for your bacon, and a cutting board. As always, folks, even after 50 times, step number 1 is going to be wash your hands. Go ahead. Turn your water on, get your hands nice and moist, flick your fingers out, get some soap on them, rub that soap all around, get on the back of the knuckles, get in between the fingers, get under the fingertips, stick them back into the water, and wash all that soap off. When you're convinced your hands have been sufficiently cleaned, grab yourself a nice little towel, dry them off, and you're ready to cook. Moving on to step number 2, and step number 2 is going to be cut and cook your bacon. Now, in terms of quantity, I recommend using 1/2 to 2/3 of a package of bacon. And then you're just going to cut it in thin strips and cook it in a pan. So go ahead and start cutting your bacon. It's been 50 episodes and we're still cutting bacon the same way. Now that our bacon is all cut up, we're going to put it in the pan, put it over some heat, and cook it till it's done. Then we'll strain the grease into a can, not your drain. Never pour grease down your drain. In my head, Tim, I was looking at this and I was just like, all right, now we need the eggs and Parmesan.
I know, it was like it's a carbonara all over again. It's really a throwback to episode 1.
A good carbonara should have anywhere between 2/3 and 3 cups of cheese. Parmesan preferably, but some people use Pecorino Romano. I'm going to add the cheese here and only use 2/3 of a cup. Because if you're not a huge fan of cheese, then you're not going to want all that cheese in there. While our bacon is cooking and getting nice and crisp, you can take this time to peel and cut your potatoes. You need 3 cups of them, so it might take a while. So, just get your veggie peeler and your potatoes and start peeling. Once it's time to actually cut your potato, what you should do is cut it in half and put the 2 halves down on the board. Then you should cut it lengthwise and horizontally twice. You should get 6 pieces out of each piece of potato. And then you just need 3 cups of them. Alright, our bacon is all nice and crispy, so it's time to take it out and drain it. Now, never drain grease directly into your drain, or into your drain at all, really. What I like to do is drain the bacon into a strainer over a bowl, and then we'll pour the grease out of that bowl into a can, let it harden on the counter, and throw the can out. Moving right along to step number 3, and step number 3 is going to be assemble your soup. For this step, what you're going to need to do is add 3 cups of chopped peeled potatoes to your pot, Pour over those potatoes 2 cups of chicken broth. You're also going to be adding a half teaspoon of celery seed, a half teaspoon of salt, a half teaspoon of pepper, and 1 tablespoon of parsley. In addition, you have to add 1 carrot, peeled and shredded. Now, this is kind of a hassle, and I recommend just using matchstick carrots instead. You can buy a bag at any grocery store. Now that you've shredded your carrot and put it in your pot, just put it over high heat until it boils. Now that our soup is boiling, it's time to reduce the heat to a simmer and cover it for 10 to 15 minutes, or until the potatoes are tender. Alright everybody, it's been 15 minutes since we covered our soup and turned the temperature down. It's time to remove the top and move on to the next step, which is going to be thickening your soup. This is step number 4. Now for this step, what you're going to do is get 3 cups of milk and add 3 tablespoons of flour to it. 1, 2, 3. Once your flour and milk have been combined, you can add that and your bacon back into your soup and then turn the temperature back up and bring it to a boil. Go ahead, add your milk and flour, reintroduce your bacon. Then you can just stir that up and bring it to a boil. Since we added our milk, flour, and bacon, it's been 2 minutes and our soup has really thickened up. So now it's time to move on to step number 5, which is going to be add your cheese. For this step, all you're going to do is add 1 cup of Mexican blend cheese into your soup and mix it up. Alright everybody, now that the soup is done, it's time to move on to the final step, which is going to be plating. Or, in this instance, bowling. So, get yourself a little bowl or whatever you're going to put it in. I personally am using this little ceramic container. Grab your ladle, scoop some of the soup out, and put it right into your container. Get a little bit more. Put it down. Put the top on it to keep it warm, and you can serve it with some bread. Thank you so much for watching the 50th episode of Cooking Corner with Giuseppe CrimiVaroli. It's been 50 long episodes, so let's take a moment to look back at our favorite Cooking Corner moments. Hi, and welcome to Cooking Corner with Giuseppe CrimiVaroli.
Did anyone look up Cooking Corner?
Yeah, there's...
Not with Giuseppe CrimiVaroli.
Not with Giuseppe CrimiVaroli, I didn't. Oh God, here we go. 6:23. We're going to cook it for 11 minutes. Go! So we can just take these and pop them right on out of there. Hi, and welcome to Cooking Corner with Giuseppe.
Hey Giuseppe, what are you cooking tonight?
Get out of here! Welcome to Cooking Corner with Giuseppe CrimiVaroli. I'm going to drink this entire can of sauce right now. Delicious!
You just fucking...
It's like a Beyblade. Turkey dinner, let him rip. Alright, now, you may notice I've turned the fan on. What just happened is that we set off the fire alarms. We gotta take it out, and now you gotta put it in the stuffing.
In the stuff.
Over here.
In the butt.
Yes, in the butt.
So we sent his hand was earlier.
It's true. The roughest colonoscopy in history.
Cut! Boom! I like how you said bye-bye now. I think that's what you should say every time. Because you gotta have like your intro and your outro and be like, bye-bye now.
Giuseppe, we need you back. No one knows how to cook food anymore.
I've been out of the game too long. And of course, you're gonna need some eggs. Some butter, softened, not melted. Look at me. Not melted. Softened. Oh, we've got a bite, folks. Oh, God. Oh, jeez. She's fighting me. Oh, we've hooked ourselves a king-size salmon, folks. A whole 2 pounds. All right, so step 5B is gonna be fold and crimp the edges of your dough. A cooking corner intro for a pineapple upside down cake? What do you want me to do? Dress and drag and do the hula?
What do you want me to do? Dress and drag and do the hula?
Luau!
When I get my hands on whoever hit all these ingredients, so help me God. Bingo! Wow, time flies like an arrow, and fruit flies like apples. Anyway, it was too big of a bite. Anyway, that concludes the 50th episode of Cooking Corner with Giuseppe CrimiVaroli. Here's to 50 more. If you liked the video, leave a like below. If there's something you want to see on the channel, leave it in the comments and I'll try to make it for you. If you like videos like this, subscribe to my channel. And from all of us here at Cooking Corner, I just want to say, bye-bye now.
Hey everybody, follow him on Twitter at Giuseppe the Meatball CrimiVaroli. Thank you, Matt. I came up with that name.